Good morning. It's a real pleasure to be here, and let me thank Denver Human Services for their efforts this morning or over the last few months in putting together this summit. I also want to thank all of you for giving some time of your Saturday to be here for these very important issues that you're going to discuss throughout the morning. I know that there are some other elected officials who are in the room. I thought I heard Councilwoman Debbie Ortega's is here somewhere in the audience. I want to make sure I acknowledge her as well. Let me just say that I don't think we could be talking about anything more important than how do we keep our children safe, how we keep continuum of services and continuity of family with our children around Denver, but particularly within the Latino community and a great extent comparably with the African American community as well. Let me say that the Department of Human Services, under leadership of its great leader, Penny May, is here because the community requested a conversation about how we as a city can improve our delivery of services and protecting our young people in the Latino community. I don't want to stand up here and give just very general, robust remarks. In fact, I want us to have a very candid and frank conversation. We have a serious problem. There's a serious problem in the Latino community with regards to our children. Our children are facing significant challenges today in the Latino community. We have far too many of our kids in foster care. Far too many of our Latino children are losing connections to their families, their schools, and their communities. And far too many of our Latino families are being investigated today. Moreover, too many of our children are not living in safe environments in the community. Too many are losing promising futures because they can never overcome the traumas that they've experienced in their childhoods. And too many of our families are isolated in their struggles. We see it every day in the city, whether it's domestic violence, drug and alcohol abuse, neglect of our children, abuse of our children, and it's across the spectrum. It's not just the Latino community. But today we're addressing the Latino community, and I hope that in the midst of these conversations, we will use this conversation as an opportunity, not a chance to damn one agency or not a chance to damn the Latino community, because that's not what it's about. The Latino community is here with a rich culture and a rich heritage and a rich history and a rich value of caring for its children and its most vulnerable. And we need to carry those same values into the next generation. And the only way we do that is by investing in our children today and making sure they're safe and making sure when there are family challenges that we have a continuum of services and stability for those children by being able to get them into a family with familiar adults, familiar relatives, instead of having them placed in foster care. Today's summit is an opportunity to listen to your concerns and find some common ground because we know we all want the same thing. We understand that it takes an entire community to keep children safe. And I hope after today's summit, you will walk away with a better understanding of our philosophy to keep families together and your needs and desires of our children. In the end, it is our hope that we are walking away together in mutual partnership for our children. It means that we will have a chance to flourish our children will have a chance to flourish by staying in their own school and in their neighborhood. It means they will not lose their language, their culture, or their family values, which are so important to their nurturing. It means providing services that support families and encourage them to thrive. All this takes a lot of effort by our human services staff, our partner agencies, and citizens who are willing to put in the time and effort for our children. And my hope today is that this is a pivotal point in strengthening our partnership in the community. I hope we're honest with one another in this room and that we keep our children as a focal point of the conversation. How can we best serve the kids together, not finger pointing, but together, and to make sure that when we walk out of here, we've laid the foundation for partnership and that we have placed our children firmly at the top of the list of our priorities. So thank you again for your time. Let's be honest, let's be proactive, and let's come together with the mission of creating a better space for our babies. Thank you very much. God bless you all.